Hello viewers, welcome to my Doctor Who themed YouTube channel, Who Ventures, and this is my review of the final part of Class episode. So this is Class episode 8 and the last episode of series 1. Does there have to be any more? It's rubbish. So from the good episode of the good story episode 7, we go plummet right back down to shit again. We have to put up with the kids again. Really boring kids. So we start off and it's really slow feeling start. April doing a song. Charlie looking in the cabinet. It's really slow, but then there's jump scare, unexpected gore, yay! And then the curry thing stabs Ram's dad in the shadow kind of back. Then Quill's pregnant, but she might be pregnant with Balon's kid, and Tanya might be somehow related to Balon. That's what I'm thinking. There's Tanya's mum's talking to her. And then she does the man spread stance, which is the stance where you know something's going to happen. They don't, when you know something's going to happen, they do the man spread. And then something happened. And then Corey kindness was like April's mother, and Quill's cutting her hair. Crap referendum joke. Corey Khan's come back trying to claim his crown. Freudian slip. Charlie's got the gun. Tanya wants to use the cabinet. Tanya's actually talking the most sense out of all of them. She wants to make Charlie use the cabinet. Corey Kane sets smoke at Charlie. Oh, Charlie's all. April's all like, Ram, I love you. I always have. She's just really insipid. Ugh. And then we've got the daft atmospheric lighting here again. But yeah, the headmistress is back. But now she's just boring headmistress again, not a cool, funny adventurer like she was in episode 7. Then ever upward reach is the staff room M017, and it's all hidden. But we don't get to see that bit, which is that more interesting bit. And just gather knowledge for the arrival. And then she has a cool case. So she has, the headmistress has all the best gadgets. Then the governess are a big mystical time managing room in Coal Hill. I just don't think that, I just wish they'd fit it in. Really wish it had been like Green Hill, like tradition, like even in Susan's time, gone back in time and done like with the Ooh Yes Boy and just done a normal school. It would have been way more interesting. And then Quill's attacking the Corey Cardis because he's tried to attack Tanya's brothers. And then Tanya wants to fight, so Quill teaches her to start fighting a bit like training Buffy, eh? And then April is doing all the soppy bear. And then it is lovely to see the headmistress again. But it's stuck in this new fancy version of Coal Hill, which is crap. The Tanya's talking sense, then a shadow can dive into people's shadows because like the Vashta and Radha don't exist anymore. And then Charlie's king of the shadows, cabinet opens, it gets all the other creatures. Basically it's a big copy of the moments. Basically we can't use some of Stephen Moffat's ideas in the main show anymore because it's been a bit overdone. Let's chuck everything at this instead. Yeah, you can have all our leftovers. And there's and Charlie's sacrifice was a bit like Spike and Buffy too. And then the headmistress and the governess, turns out the governess trying to get the weeping angels back. Let's wring every drop of story from the weeping angels, because Stephen Moffat's done with it in the main show, so let's give class all the leftovers. And then we've got Corey Canis talking with April's voice, Corey Canis, whatever his name is. We just have him without April because he's so boring. And then I rated it 1.5 out of 5, so it was like all the cliche big bad ending kind of thing. Then we have then they go and kill off the best character, kill off the headmistress, and use the best character with the coolest gadgets and just the coolest character, and they go and kill her off. And then all the governors, the big scary organisation is weeping angels. So the governors are basically like Wolfram and Hart from Angel. It's not new, it's all derivative. It's like Stephen Moffat's just chucking all his leftovers at class. And all the kids in the show are just boring. And all the adults, most of the adults are a lot more interesting, but it has to be focused on the kids, and they're just dull. It's nothing new. When I was younger and I found Buffy, it did mean something to me, so I don't know whether I've got cynical in my old age of 36, but because when I found Buffy when I was a teenager, and it meant something with Willow and Amber and their gay relationship, and being liking girls and stuff, and it did mean something. And I did cry a lot when Spike did his sacrifice, and I used to cry loads at shows like Dawson's Creek and California Dreams and get really passionate about it, and I still cried that programmes now, especially when Carla Conlon left in Coronation Street. And I cry a lot at Doctor Who because it actually speaks to me. But Class, it just seems like recycled rubbish. It's just like all the stuff that's already been done better in other shows and already in Doctor Who. It's like they said, can we have a spin-off of Doctor Who, please? The BBC have said, and Stephen Moffat has said, yeah, here's some stuff I've done with this stuff, you can have it. And it's not offering anything new, whereas I would have much preferred the Peyton Ostergang and Madame Vasta and Straxy Boy. And they actually go, but they feel like family, but this is rubbish. I have to say, Catherine Kelly and the actress who plays the headmistress, they're my favourites. I think I appreciate that people have actually directed and produced it, and people have acted in it. And I'm not saying they're horrible people, I'm just saying I don't like this show at all. I'm excited to dive into the class forum now, see what everybody else thought, but there isn't anything new. It's like a spin-off of the Doctor Who spin-offs. Sarah Jane Adventures, I think that worked because we had Sarah Jane who came. The fact that we maybe have got anybody from the main show to link it, and like the Doctor was like, hey, yeah guys, here's your spin-off, bye. And like, can I go with the Doctor please? I'd rather go with the Doctor, bye guys, just get on with it. And Sarah Adventures, it knew its target audience and understood it, but this feels like it's three middle-aged men just trying to appeal to teenagers, like they think they know teenagers. Like, I would have preferred actual teenagers to write it, because I think they would have been more interesting and found more interesting stuff. But it's just, I'm disappointed. It just kind of makes me sad that I'm disappointed, and that I just prefer that it is in, like I did with Torchwood Miracle Day. I'd just like to prefer, okay, that didn't happen, let's put it away, that didn't happen, but let's pluck that particular character and put them in something better. Because it's like Stephen Moffats Ear. It's like there's been characters that I've felt so emotionally attached to, like in just one story, and they're the ones he's killed off. And it's so frustrating, like Rita in The God Complex. And so frustrating. And Jeff. I mean, I'd pick all the characters he killed off and put them in my own headcanon spin-off. Have that instead. And then I can lead them into better adventures. And we can visit the Doctor and have a cup of tea. It just seems like the whole story 3 class would have been resolved if the Doctor had got you and you, TARDIS, neutral zone, come on, let's have a chat over a cup of tea. But I mean, 12 doesn't seem to be quite capable of having the chat over a cup of tea thing. I'm not sure which Doctor would be the best at that. Maybe 10, but he's still a little bit angry, but he's good at talking. Or maybe 11. But for me personally, I don't know if it's because I'm not actual teenage anymore, even though I don't feel 36 at all. I feel a lot younger. I just didn't latch on to any of it. Apart from episode 7 when it went more like Doctor Who. It's just disappointing. And I think I preferred, I'd like getting my vortex manipulator saying, see you later guys, I'm getting, say hello to Straxy boy, have a cup of tea with Bastry. That's what I'd do with my vortex manipulator and utility belt. I would go do something a lot more interesting and visit Amy and Rory for a cup of tea, and then go do YouTube with Brian and his grandson. That's what I'd prefer to do. So yeah, that my overall opinion of, so let's try adding up the scores even though I got 4. So where am I scored? So out of 40, so I gave episode 7 4. So 5, 6.5, 7, 8.5, 9.5, 10.5, 10 and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 and a half points out of 40 is the overall total for the series. So I hope you have enjoyed this class marathon review session, and I hope you have enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Yay!